The nose of the blood-red beetle nuzzled at the tailgate of a dung-stained cattle truck. Cattle lowed and stamped.
Poor devils. A couple of hours ago they were probably chomping in a juicy meadow. And there'd be buttercups and dandelions all around their feet. And there'd be yellowhammers singing in the edges and voles rustling in the riverbank. And they'd have slept all safe and secure in the evening mist. Poor devils. I wish I didn't like steak and chips so much.
I didn't know you did like steak and chips.
I don't normally. It's just that the sight of your hanky made me think of HP sauce.
Inch by inch they jolted forwards. Uncle Mort wiped the passenger window with the peak of his cap and looked out, solemn and glum. White cattle, lowing chalk farmlands, oast houses beckoning in the breeze, oak woods secret with redstart and turtle-dove, drifts of painted lady, nodding donkeys and gravel pits.
Bloody southerners. They don't even know how to despoil the countryside proper, do they?
How do you mean?
Well, look at the hard work we've put in buggering up the north. Look what we've achieved over the centuries. Pit heaps, scummy rivers blighted with chemicals and blind fish, slimy canals, mill chimneys belching sulphur, cooling towers, sewerage outfalls, dead-eyed estuaries, catarrh, bronchitis, shriveled lungs, hollow coughs, unimportant deaths. Dear God, Carter, if there was any justice in the world, we'd have been awarded the Queen's Medal for Industry for the export of acid rain and unbridled sloth. Not like these effete, self-satisfied bastards in the south. The only contribution they've made to the despoilation of Mother Nature is the construction of golf courses.
What?
Golf courses, lad. I wouldn't give them house room. I'm talking about bogies, Carter. I wonder if you wouldn't mind taking that hanky to the vets and getting it painlessly destroyed.
The traffic jam snuggled itself more closely into the thin white thighs of the motorway. Toad runs to dusk-sodden ponds, soft woodlands roding with woodcock, badgers snuffle in acorn dells, night lope of foxes, thickets purple with song of nightingale. All destroyed, all gone in a snarl of Astra and a snicker of escort. The motorway smirked. Uncle Mort's chin drooped down to his chest. His eyelids flagged, his elbows twitched, and he began to snore. The private thoughts of an old man's past. The lock in Flanders, the young woman and her child, black flowing skirt, high-necked blouse. Shattered gates, guttered cottage, charred timbers.
He's dead. My husband, he's dead.
Our cheddar ducks.
You want water? You want bread?
Blonde hair, green-flecked eyes, thin-veined neck, milk-soured summer breasts. He drank the water from the metal mug. He gobbled the grey damp bread. She watched him intently. The muddy-kneed, tethered cow lowed. It chomped in the buttercups.
Your mother, Tommy, she dead?
No, ducks. Not on the last count, any road. She'd been to the doctors with her corns, but I'm pretty certain the prognosis wasn't terminal.
The private visions of a young man stuck in a traffic jam far from home. His wife, Pat, standing on the front doorstep, rubber-stamping his lips with a brittle kiss and saying,
And think on, Carter, whilst you're gallivanting round in the south, leading the life of Riley with a trouser press in every bedroom, I want you to remember me, stuck at home, saving up for a new food processor. And I want you to promise me you'll be forever faithful in word, deed and thought, and not be tempted to buy mucky magazines with naked breasts and unsightly hair.
He looked out of the side window. A young woman sat alone in her car. Her shoulders were bare. Her neck was slim. Her fingers were long and pliant. She glanced across at him and winked. He winked back, pursed his lips and thought of food processors, and naked breasts and unsightly hair. 10 yards on, and half an hour later, they left the motorway. Carter Brandon parked the car in a lay-by in a tangled country lane and woke his Uncle Mort.
Hey, up! We're out of the jam. We're back on the open road. You can smell the grass. You can feel the wind on your cheeks. My skin's all tingling and fresh.
All right, there's no need to be so bloody enthusiastic about it. You're making all the ashtrays rattle. Do you know, lad, I quite like being in that jam.
Did you? Why?
Because, Carter, it makes a man appreciate all the more the fundamental efficacy of a batch of damp nettles on the back page of yesterday's Daily Mirror.
He climbed stiffly out of the car. Turtle doves crooned. Yellowhammers sang. There was a rustle of shirt-tail and a twang of braces, and presently he shouted,
Mind you, Carter, there's a lot to be said for dock leaves on the front page of the Sporting Chronicle.
That was In a Jam. Stephen Thorne played Uncle Mort, Sam Kelly was Carter Brandon, and Liz Golding was Pat and the Belgian lady. The narrator was Christian Rotzka. Uncle Mort's South Country is written by Peter Tinniswood and produced by Pete Atkin.